Hello, hello. I'm about to play a song I made. It is not the intro. It's silly. Don't take it too seriously, but I mean, I thought it was pretty catchy. So here we go. I'll see you guys on the other side.
Conspiracy, celebrity, rants and drama, bullshit you to a politics. You can thank Obama. Step right up, rain or shine, it's a real life circus. Kramer cows taking folks to court with malice. Welcome to Real Talk with Alex. Welcome to Real Talk with Alex.
Ali has a lot to say. Move, bitch, get out the way. What about so-and-so? The egos to grow and grow. Leave your feelings at the door. We can't take it anymore. Come on in, but wipe your feet. We know where you like to go. In the bushes, creeping even when you hate the show.
Conspiracy, celebrity, rants and drama, YouTube politics. Thanks, Obama. Step right up, rain or shine, it's a real life circus. Kramer cows taking folks to court with malice.
I'm sorry. That is so funny. Dude, that Suno AI music. Oh my God. I hate the way it says Krama though. And you know how back in the day, like every issue, it would be like, thanks, Obama, because everything was blamed on Obama. Anyways, I cracked myself up. But how are you guys? I've missed you guys. It's so funny. Maybe I'll play it at the end. Hey, Bushy. Hey, Tess. Hey, Neat. Hey, Hoodies. No Madness. Hey, Kelly. Good to see you guys. Oh my gosh. Like, I need to go live on my own stuff more, I know, but I've just been so busy. And today, dude, we had a terrible storm. Let me stop that for a second. And our power went out. Like I'm talking about, I walked outside to go to the school this afternoon, and I swear to you, one of those huge long lounge chairs that people lay on went flying off my mom's deck, hit my dad's car. The freaking grill was getting blown all around. It was crazy. And thankfully the power is on because it has been off and on many times. So if I disappear, I'll probably have to come back on my phone. Kelly, and it's gangster rap. I would expect nothing less. I know. That's the only AI music I can do. If it has a beat that I can kind of dance to, because a lot of people do like the dance music, the 80s stuff, like just all kinds of different stuff. It's not for me. It was crazy though. So I'm happy to be here with you guys. Hey, Kelsey. We had snow. It was 85 yesterday. What in the world is going on? What with Mother Nature? Because same here. It was hot and now it's getting cold. Like it dropped about 20 degrees today in like an hour. Seriously. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Mystery. I'm glad we're safe too. It was, it wasn't a huge deal, but it was kind of crazy that lounge chair went flying off the deck. Hey, Brandy. So, anyways, it's crazy because you can be as busy. I'm so glad this place doesn't consume me. And you can be busy as in gone for days. I just realized, see, that took my attention. I realized my background does not match at all. And that took the words out of my mouth. But, I'll be doing shit for days and kind of half paying attention or not paying attention. And then I look back and it's the same stuff, and people are just as nasty as ever, as dishonest as ever, as just, and, this whole lawsuit with these charges and restraining order, that's kind of changing the landscape of things a little bit. And I don't know. It's just like What the hell else is going on? When is something going to change over here? Or is the community just going to, I don't know. What do you guys think about where it's at? I have some things to say. It pains me, though. I'm pissed that so much of it does have to do with Britney. But unfortunately, that is the way that things have turned. And then, you know, well, I'll play the clips I want to play and you'll see what I want to say about it. But it's just annoying. It's like, is there anything more? This channel, like I said before, when I started it, not when I started it, when I started doing it again, I've had it for years. And that's why in the song, I've done all kinds of stuff over here. And I still will do a variety of whatever I want. It's just, I wanted to talk about like the Krama community and Girl World. Right now, I can't really talk about Girl World. And the Krama community is fucking the thumbnail. Have you seen the thumbnails for these lives? There are so many little Easter eggs. If you notice them, you'll see what I mean. I put little hidden things in the trash, but it is like a city on fire. It's just unbelievable. Hey, Okie. Hey, Deets. Good to see you. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's burning to the ground. It's boring. Yeah. It's crazy because it's kind of like I was just hearing this about something else, about a different community, but it's just the same. It's who you like and who you don't like. If you like somebody, they can be low lifes. And if you don't like them, then oh my God, but they can do the same thing that your buddy does. I don't know. I hate it. I hate it. Where do we go from here, you guys? Truly. Hey, flower girl. Will it ever end? You'd think they'd be bored by now. Well, that's the thing. It's kind of turned into lawsuit after lawsuit, restraining order, and that started years ago. But it's like, that's all it is now. And I don't know. It's honestly pathetic, in my opinion. Hey, Gina. Hey, hippie chick. Hey, that girl. Did BJ's mods really write the C&Ds and no attorney was paid? No, that's not true. See, this is the thing. People will repeat the same shit over and over trying to brainwash you if it's something bad if it's someone they don't like. I don't like Britney, and I have some things to say about some things, and I will be honest with my opinion, and we'll get into it in a minute. But the truth is that Britney's mods, the way I understand it, wrote C&Ds yes to certain people. However, the attorney was paid and they wrote these C&Ds that last went out to Granny, Clue, that was through the attorney and those were paid for. The C&Ds previous to that, like long before that, those were the ones that the mods did. But see, something like that'll get started and it'll just take over. And it doesn't matter. This is what I hate about this place. Sorry. It just doesn't matter, and not towards you, Bushi, at all. But it's like the people I heard repeating that the truth doesn't matter anymore to some people. And I hate that. I wish that, I've said this though, since all the way back, just like it brings me back, a flashback to Watts Island and all the drama that happened there. And I remember thinking, damn, man, it sucks because the actual truth doesn't matter. If a rumor catches on and thousands of people believe it and repeat it, then that's the truth now. And that fucking sucks. They were given it by somebody else. Hey, Bendy. Yeah. So yeah, go full Karen on us, Sally. Tell us how you feel. It's just frustrating because it's like, doesn't the fucking truth matter to you people? And I know to the subscribers it does, or it should, and they think it does, but they get caught up in their emotions, and it's just, if you are doing that, you have to take a step back. Find something else that you're also you also enjoy. That's what I do. I have multiple communities and places I love and go to. I've been telling y'all this for months. And thank God for that. But like, dude, I could not spend so much time on such BS. I'm not wasting that much of my time or energy. Amy. I want the truth. People are hating and not looking at the big picture. Right. Yeah, you know what? They did pay the attorney, and it wasn't their money anyway, so, and also there's money left over. So it's not the truth is not one-sided. It doesn't, one person isn't right or whatever. You know what I mean? Ugh. The truth will stand when the world's gone. It's hard to suss out the truth when the person explaining has lied and frankly couldn't string a salient through thought together with all the string on the planet. True, Bendy. That is so true. So I was going to go live last night, but I didn't. But we were over in Jones's, and I posted the link here. See, Jones, and one night we both had a live scheduled at the same time, and she canceled hers and was going to just come try to join my panel or whatever, fell asleep. And last night when I saw that she was going live and I had the live scheduled, I just couldn't go. I thought it's the right thing to do. Like, just put her link in the chat and we'll do this tomorrow. And this has been rescheduled. I'm so sorry for that. But that is why. Then today, the power went out. There was just so much, and it made sense to do it tonight. And thank God we have power. But let's get into, let me put my little overlay up. Let's get into a couple clips. And then I want to play a couple of Hartley's videos, or a couple of her latest videos. I think it's interesting. Some things happening here, but we're going to put the overlay on. Bendy, if you want to come up, I miss you. Come, let me know. Or anybody. I also sent Melissa the link. Okay. So last night, Melissa is in the chat. Kelsey, they're talking in Jones's. God forbid. See, this is a person, and this pisses me off. Matter of fact, when it's about, like, Melissa she's my best friend. I love her. For me, if you come for any of my close friends, I'm going to feel more like I want to speak out more than if you come for me. It's just like this fierceness takes over me. Britney, who doesn't want drama, she's done with it. She just wants to be left alone and do true crime. Just can't fucking leave it alone. God forbid Melissa or Kelsey or anybody else have something to say that isn't just 100% nice. And then you have to point it out and talk shit. Well, then shit's going to get started. When you run your mouth, you have to expect a response. Every time I open my fucking mouth, I know, hey, that person might have something to say about it. Here we go, though. I think these clips are in order, but also, I don't know. I'm I haven't done this for a while, you guys. Okay. Hold on.
With what Kel says, because they hate my gut. It doesn't matter, Shayna, that we all see it different than Kel's. People are, and some of the people in this chat are going to go with what Kel says because they hate my guts. It's that simple. Trying to tell Melissa anything. Melissa Jade, anything's not going to work, Shayna. That's why you see there she is saying Kelsey with the side eyes, because she's going to run with whatever's counter against me.
Yes,
is she?
I've heard that too, Miss.
Even
Kelsey.
though I have no fucking part, no part in it.
Oh,
it does.
Let's just ignore the many times that Melissa has fucking spoken out against the shit that's happened to you. Or the many times she's actually said, hey, Brittany's right here. Actually, hello. Uh-oh. I can't hear you, Melissa. Are you here? And I don't see your thing moving.
Oh, sorry.
Now you
I
are.
forgot my mic. Hi.
Oh, Bendy, you want to come up? She said she has stuff to say. Hey. Sorry, I was talking about you.
Yeah, I clicked on and I was like, oh, that's me she's raging about.
Yeah, because it's like last night when I was going to go live, Jones's goes live. I cancel and we're all over there in Jones's. And she points out your comments aren't even bad. They're just like, oh, Kelsey, what do you think? Or whatever. And Britney, who doesn't want drama, God no, has to sit there and call out your comments and then say, you can't tell Melissa nothing. She hates me. You'll never get through to her, as if you haven't stood up for her many times, said she was right about many things. Let's not pretend like you get on here like half these people, and if you hate somebody, everything they do is wrong. That's just not the truth. Ooh, it
Well,
makes me mad. So
I was calling out Samantha in Jones's chat, so I think it's pretty funny that
yeah,
like I was the one who was like, I'm sorry, I just don't believe it. I don't see Britney calling someone's job. I just don't. And I was asking for her for the evidence. So it's like the context doesn't matter, like she's just taking the fact that she sees Kelsey talking to me at all. And that's
yeah,
the issue, not what I was saying.
yeah. It's bullshit, dude. And that's such a great point. You were going hard at Samantha over that
Yeah.
last night, picking apart her comments when she was obviously full of shit
Yeah.
and saying that you didn't think Britney would do that.
I don't think
Which
Britney would call a job. She can't even call the courthouse for her own self. You think she's gonna call a job?
yeah, exactly. No, I don't think she would either. But also it's like, dude, whatever. I thought you want the drama to stop. You can never stop running your mouth and then you're the fucking victim all the time.
Yeah.
So the Samantha stuff, I'm like halfway knowledgeable about. I kind of was catching up with you guys last night. But it seems to me they were saying that she had said months ago that Clue was to blame for that. And we saw there was a name gone. And I wonder, is she just maybe they found her doing something and they just named the channels. I mean, who knows? And she's just blaming both of them because they were named. What do you think about that?
That there was a redaction on it?
Yeah, and that she blamed someone else, before.
Yeah.
And now she's blaming Britney.
I think the truth always remains the same. So anytime something isn't consistent, that's a red flag. And I think that the fact that, we have the mods saying, or at least, some former mods back then, her story has changed. She originally said it had to do with nonsense, and now it went from Britney called her job to now this email that doesn't show that. So then I asked her directly, what does that email show? Because that does not show that Britney called, like that's not proof. Then it turned into she heard recordings and verified it was Britney's voice that called to her job. Don't ask me why they had it recorded, ready to go, and emails. And so like this, the truth doesn't have to be that difficult. So it's constantly changing and evolving, and that's a red flag.
Yeah. Okay, so I didn't know the nonsense part. See, there's so many different parts. Bendy's here though. Let's see.
Hi, Bendy.
Hello.
Hey, it's me.
Hey. Good to see you, Bendy, or
Hi,
hear
babe.
you.
How are you? I miss you.
I miss you. I'm good though. Just tired and exhausted, and I know you are too. Doing that trial.
But it's almost over. Her defense rested today.
Ooh.
No evidence. They put no evidence on. They just, they made a big kerfuffle. Then they after the lunch break, they're like, actually, Your Honor, we will rest.
I hate when they do that. They
I was annoyed.
at least put on a damn case, dude. A little one, a short one, a witness or two, or even if no witnesses, like
right, something, whatever.
Yeah,
it's whatever. At this point, like I'm over all of them. Not the prosecution, just everybody over at the defense table. They're annoying to me and they're on my nerves. But shout out to Neat Noodle, because let me say this: Neat has been in that chat as a moderator, holding that shit down all day, every day from day one, and I appreciate it. Tess has been there as well when she can be. I know that she's a mod for another channel who's also covering the trial, so she splits her time, and I appreciate her.
Oh, sorry. I opened up CapCut, and it just started playing automatically. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Now that's kind
awesome.
of professionalism you'll only get at Melissa's, the ward, and at Allie's. Okay,
listen, I'm working on content while we talk shit. That's the way to do it.
You have to sometimes.
Sorry.
Sometimes it be's like that, sis.
Yep.
Yeah, true. But no, that's awesome. I'm glad they've been there with you, and you guys are awesome. And Yeah. I'm also glad that you're getting over it because I know you got other shit you want to do too that you work on, and you're busy and you got the baby. So yeah.
Yeah, I got a full plate and I'm working on a badass intro. I'm so excited. It's a huge undertaking and I have to work on it between my other obligations, but when it's done, it's going to be so good.
Awesome. Well, oh, let me just take this off, but
I'm
yeah,
naked, just so
okay.
you know, because I have my daughter's computer and I haven't like logged into StreamYard or anything since I've had it, so I'm naked. I mean, it's fine. They don't need people know what my avatar looks like. I mean, I
Yeah.
can download one real quick. Hold on.
No, it's fine. I only put that back up because it's playing from my Facebook. So I thought, maybe I'll just keep it up while I play. Let me play this. Oh, well, first of all, also, I want to say about this because the comment that Britney was like upset about had to do with Craig. And because they said he wasn't gold, like that is the most shit talk. Dude, ignore that shit. But no, she pokes and pokes. First of all, let me say, Craig, duh, what the fuck do you expect people to think? I mean, that's the nicest thing they could say about him. You should be thankful, honestly. And
Right.
also, like, you're like, I don't know. She's the only person she is rare because she cannot be a good friend. And it's just frustrating. Like, she's all the people that go, that have helped her so much, that have done so much for her. Because there's a video I want to play. She's still the same thing. I mean, 5 years and you're still on here dry begging for every little fucking thing.
Right.
It's just, it makes me, ugh. Anyways, let's see what this next one is. Oh, wait, wrong way.
Oh, look, I'm not naked anymore. I fixed it.
I thought I had 2 clips. Oh, I think this is it.
Which I don't know how much that accounts.
I don't
for.
even remember
For
what
Britney
it is.
and Shayna and all the mods, which I don't know how much that accounts for because we know there are different groups that different mods are.
No, there's not.
But
no, there's not. No, there's not. And you shouldn't say that we know that just because of things that's happened in the past. No, there's not different groups. We got one group. That's all we got.
Britney, nobody believes that.
Come on.
You don't even believe that, Britney. Shut up. Shut up. You act like people are meeting you today for the first time and it's their first day on the planet. Okay?
Stop it. Stand on that statement, Britney. Come on.
You gotta 10 toes down.
Well, you said you don't even believe it. Listen to how she says this.
All right.
She really don't believe it.
We have one group, and every one of them's the same people. Every fucking there's me. Even if what I'm saying
hold
is,
on. What?
we have. No, there's not.
Yes,
not
but
no, there's not. No, there's not. And you shouldn't say that we know that just because of things that's happened in the past. No, there's not different groups. We got one group. That's all we got. We have one group, and every one of them's the same people. Every fucking there's me. Even it. What I'm saying is, we have one group. Okay, we have one, and in that group, it is the same people.
Say one more motherfucking
There's not
time.
5 different groups. I have done that before in the past. Yes, I have.
Oh,
but we've got
it's a
one
new
group.
Day.
And in that group is the same people. Me, Shayna, Boston, Ivy League, Triggered, Samantha, and Kelsey. Okay.
She's counting on her fingers.
Samantha come in.
There's
Like she was taking a break. Said she didn't trust any of us. Okay. And at that point, she told my mods that her job was called and that I called. Okay. My mods were like, how can you say that? Britney doesn't even know that your job got called. Now, mind you, the excuse that she gave then is a far different one now. Have you looked up any correspondence through email with Samantha, any of them to come from her company email? No, Kimmy Lou, I don't have anything like that. It's never.
She ain't done
I
shit.
guess I could try to
First
do
of
that.
all,
but
your
I don't-
your
I-
email is
do
broken
I
every
can-
other day and 3 times on Thursday. Fuck off with that. Let's start there, bitch. And the stutter. You know what that is, ma'am? That is the truth trying to escape your throat like a motherfucking demon. Oh,
We have one group. It has, yeah, it's all of us. Yeah, all of us are in one group. It's like, dude.
They're really slow. We've got me. We've got Boston. She's she's counting on those fingers, being very careful.
very careful. Very, very careful.
So you're telling me that nothing else about you has changed over 5 years? You're still doing the same shit, and that's changed? No. No,
Yeah,
no, no.
You know,
Listen.
it's crazy though. She lies so boldly because when she says that, Brittany, you know that's a lie. We all know that's a lie, but she stands, and that's what's interesting with her as a liar. She will lie openly until you call her out for it, you know, but unless you call her out and you're one that knows a lie, she's going to keep lying. And that's bold. And ask yourself, if you know the truth and you know that's a lie, what, like, doesn't that insult you?
I mean, look. Brittany, you lie like a rug, girl. Lie like a goddamn rug. It's terrible. And they're not even good lies. And then when you get caught on your lie and somebody finally confronts you and you're forced to tell the truth, which basically you're forced to come clean because you can't lie no more. Your back is up against the wall. All right. Then you're pissed, and it's the person who caught you in the lie and came with the receipts of the lie. They're the problem, not you, the lying liar face who tells lies. It's everybody else. We all have it wrong. You're the only one who stands in truth. If I were you, I would be very, very careful talking about wearing the armor of God while you're lying like you are. You like to get struck by lightning there, Shug. And last I heard, armor is metallic. Whew. It's going to be bad news bears for you. You're going to have a real bad hair day, ma'am.
Lying through those aching teeth of yours that you talk about, them teeth aches. Toothaches, however you want to say it. However you say it. Wait,
The water.
Jesus. I don't know why that started
Oh my
playing.
God, this is so cute.
How do you say this word here? Colloquial. I cannot.
Colloquial.
Okay.
Colloquial. No,
Colloquial.
No, quial.
Is there a qui in there?
Yes, Quia. It's colloquial.
I thought it was a quiet qui.
No, it's a loud qui.
Okay.
It's a hard qui.
Oh, you fancy tonight.
She done
I've
pissed me
missed
off.
you
Look,
guys.
I ain't finna lie. I sat over there because she was about to come with a letter of motherfucking explanation. And I was like, I ain't got shit to do. I got time today. So I started listening to it. And y'all, I rolled my eyes so far back in the back of my head. I saw Alice's brain. I saw the universe. I saw all the things.
What'd she show? What'd she say?
She started out reading a letter, and I'm going to tell you, she didn't finish the letter, but my
Of course.
yeah, no, because then the chat, and then you got reality. Can y'all not understand? What's wrong with everybody? How can you ask those questions? It's so much. Okay. Okay, so she's trying to read this. I'm going to tell you what this letter sounded like from the part that she read. It sounded like her an attorney who is done fucking with you, has taken your money, but you ain't done what they said. It sounds like what they get up and say when they at a criminal trial, when they're trying to get the judge to let them go.
Mm-hmm.
When they want to be withdrawn. It sounded like a letter of withdrawal, if you want to know the truth, Brittany. And that is why there were people,
Wow.
including people who have supported you in the chat. See, this is what you don't seem to understand. You are all about, I I got to defend myself. I'm grown. And for y'all to tell me that I can't correct lies, stop correcting the lies. You're horrible at it. You cannot string a salient thought or sentence together. If you had all of the string, the duct tape, push pins, staples, staplers, and a fucking army of 11 billion people helping you, you still couldn't do it. Stop fucking explaining. It always comes out and makes shit worse. You're horrible explaining things. You will never have the title under your name, The Explainer. Let's just leave it there, ma'am.
He is brutal tonight. I love it.
I love it too. I've missed you guys so much with that reality. Oh God. It's like, don't do it to me. It hurts my face. It's so good.
I didn't see any of the stream, but I am here for this. I am here for it.
Like, all I wanted to hear was the damn letter. Just fucking, first of all, you knew you were going to come on the stream with the intention of explaining some shit, but do you have your exhibits, your receipts ready? No. And let me tell you something. I've been fucking with that trial all day, and you pulled some bullshit ass Miss Nestor and Miss Lewis level bullshittery tonight. Get your poop in a group. If you're fixing to come and say, I'm going to explain things to you, I don't want to hear you bumbling around like a fool for 47 minutes trying to figure out how to take a picture of a motherfucking letter. And then being like, fuck it, I'm just going to read it. You could have did that 46 minutes ago, ho.
That was the best fucking I've ever heard.
But dude, why? I'm sorry, but again, does she not understand that, she is broadcasting her audio to people for them to listen to, for their relaxation, for their entertainment, for whatever? Like, going on there and you can't even be ready to do what you plan to fucking do. I mean, always late. But then again, even when you're not late, you got to leave them waiting. Like, I'm sorry, but I know that had to be painful waiting to her. That's why I like to hear about it after, then go listen. I can fast forward through any of the bullshit.
So what was I supposed to do? I had time to kill.
You're like, I've been watching the trial hours and hours a day.
And then here she comes with some bullshittery like this. And I'm like, oh my God.
Wait, so she read it, Bundy, from her lawyer?
Yes.
From Rancher?
From Rancher.
Really?
Yes, she did. And Melissa, you got to go listen to it, because I am so, even if you don't say it publicly and you just say it to your good pal Bendy, I need to hear your thoughts on that letter.
Was it like a recent letter, or like what was the context of it?
Basically, he was explaining to her all the things that he had done. And she got through the list of all the things that he had done about, pre-litigation and sending out C&Ds, and then some Happy Holidays, I think, was very against her reading this letter or showing it. And she said, I'm leaving.
Oh.
And
did she show it?
No. Meanwhile, you have Reality next to her on panel narrating the comments from the chat. They don't want you to read it, bro. They're saying don't read it, Brit, bro. It's like, Reality. Either help or shut the fuck up. But pick one. God damn. I mean, you're
she's the worst wingman.
That's you got to pick a struggle, okay? And your struggle is your fucking squawky, loud ass voice, okay? That's your only struggle. So everything else, ho, needs to be correct and on point. Get it together. You're not helping. You're making shit worse, and you're annoying on top of it.
From February, she read it's a recent letter from Rancher. Oh wow! Come on, someone has to have a clip of this. Everyone clips everything.
I know. Let me know if anybody does. And Kim, I guess he didn't answer Granny's attorney because that was in Pennsylvania. I don't know that he could have. You guys let me know what you think.
Oh, he could have
answered the literal phone. Yeah.
He could have answered the literal phone.
I meant responded in a
filing an answer.
Yeah, in a filing.
Only if he practices in Pennsylvania, right, or unless he's gotten a sponsorship to do so. But he could have answered and just said, whether or not he represents.
Okay. So I wonder, why he didn't do that, because she claimed, Bendy, did she say that he wrote the recent cease and desist? Because that's also what her
Yes.
mods have said. Well,
Yes.
that's what I thought.
Apparently, what had happened is, and this is her explanation. So I am not offering it for the truth of the matter. Okay. This is
Okay.
absolutely
On
what
information
she's
and
saying.
belief.
Okay.
On information and belief, we got you.
Yes. What she had said was, and Boston has said the same thing, that Boston misspoke. Apparently, Boston left a comment somewhere asking Samantha, why don't you explain to them about who wrote the cease and desist letters? Apparently, she has made a mistake, to which reality said, nobody's perfect. Okay, thank you for stating the fucking obvious, reality, because I had no idea. I thought everybody was perfect. What are you talking about? News to me. So then, yeah. So basically, Boston was not around. Boston misunderstood, and Boston gave misinformation. That is not what happened. Rancher authored the cease and desist letters to Granny, to Clue. Yeah, right. Correct. Now there's input. There was input, like they told him what they did, don't forget this and don't forget that, and this should be included and all that stuff. But no, he as far as actually typing the letter, his assistant did that.
His assistant, Rancher's assistant?
That's what she said. I'm talking about a paralegal, but
legal assistant, paralegal, yeah, okay.
Paralegal, I believe. But big words are hard, for Britney. I mean, let's be honest. She uses a lot of big words, but she uses them incorrectly. Like, the bullying is unsolicited, y'all. It's unsolicited. Who the fuck solicits bullying? That's why it's bullying, you idiot.
True. But also, why does she do this? Like, if you're going to explain, you want to show this letter and explain, I'm telling the truth. Why can you not be prepared? Why does it always, it's like she wants to be messy. I just think it's fucking stupid.
She is the laziest person. Well, I won't say the lady, but like, she is one of the laziest
She's up there.
I have ever observed. And it's really mind-boggling because, again, it's very simple solutions. I can understand not like being a full presentation. I don't have that type of personality either. I like to wing it, but there is a big difference between kind of winging things versus disrespecting on a daily basis your community's time by just sitting there for hours, leaving them, or doing the constant pushback. But then at least when you show up, the least you could do is actually then get moving. But instead you're like, let me cook dinner. Let me
Right. Need the fucking hamburger made in the middle of, at 12:30 at night. I'm eating sherbet, y'all. First of all, it's sherbet. There's no R in the word.
Stop it. It's a silent R, like it is a qua.
No, there's literally no
R.
there's
no R. Yeah.
It's sherbet.
It's sherbet. Not silent. It just fucking ain't there. It's invisible.
Yes.
All right. Well, put me on Brittany's level then, because I thought it was sherbet. Okay,
but you weren't saying, that's different than saying, I'm eating sherbet, y'all, and it's.
Well, same thing with Condors.
Yeah.
I love Condors.
It's like the weirdest fucking flex ever. Nobody gives a shit about your sherbet. You had to beg for fucking Jello with fruit in it. Get bent.
At the same time, roasting up multiple steaks on the same night with like pork chops and everything. Isn't that amazing? You can't get Jello with fruit in it.
Right. Look. Do what us women have been doing for fucking centuries with Jello. You get fruit and you get Jello and you make it in a bowl. Okay. Mm-hmm. Stop playing with these. You don't need an individual cup. And if you need an individual cup, surely you got red Solo cups somewhere. You at the Dollar General every other week. Hit them up.
Every other day. She called it Kinders, the candy bar.
No, Kinder's the seasoning. And she called it Kinders.
I thought candy.
I just laughed. When she said that, I was like, what? Who? What did you? I had to rewind it. How do you fuck that one up? Oh, by the way, I know this is another interesting little factoid I learned today. Granny is apparently asphyxiated on Britney,
Ooh.
according
Oh,
to reality.
Wow.
It's
asphyxiated. Wow, that's
very,
new.
it's a very dangerous, it's gross asphyxiation. It's gross.
Well, yeah, it makes you like not be able to breathe and you die eventually.
Yeah,
Of
yeah,
course.
you're choking a bitch out. That's what asphyxiation. Jesus,
Oh my
reality. But she
gosh.
knows how all the things work, and if you know, everything ever has always happened to
Kimberly.
reality. She's an expert on everything.
Well, before I play this, and like, because I feel like you guys are both so fucking smart with legal stuff. Like, what are you guys thinking about this Julie? I already know somewhat with Melissa. I know some, but also every day there's more said with the Julie and Craig situation happening, and kind of, it's like, seems to be really like just people are going crazy over it. You know what I mean? But do you
Mhm.
think, yeah, what do you think?
Man, do y'all want to hear what I really think, or do y'all just want me to just?
No. Yeah.
I
for sure.
couldn't give a fuck less. I don't give a fuck about neither one of those two. Look, if Julie thinks that do I think it's a good idea to be fucking around and you know, doing all this shit and being all suit happy on the tubes? Hell no. I think it sets a bad precedent, and it goes against everything that YouTube used to stand for. Okay. Like not going real life. All right. That shit was over there on the Facebooks, you know, on X or Twitter at that time, but not on the tubes. Okay.
Yeah.
People knew how to keep it to the platform. And now we have people who don't. And I knew when the RICO thing started, when other lawsuits happened, that it was going to be a domino effect. People are going to be like, this is a fantastic idea.
Yeah.
And we're going to do it. I don't give a fuck. Look, at the end of the day, the court is going to decide whatever the fuck the court is going to decide. And it does not matter what any of us on YouTube think or feel about it, because they don't give a shit about us over here on the tubes.
And half the people don't even know what they're talking about.
No, they
you
don't.
know, and I don't know. It's just, it is crazy, like, to hear, like, I had heard a clip of her talking about how, you know, this is affecting them monetarily and stuff, and it's like, are you that, like, delusional? You don't realize what you did with the RICO? And also, like, Craig in the background, he seems to not know at all what the fuck happened. I think it was Granny I listened to for a minute, a clip of her playing a clip of them, and Craig yeah, because Craig was in the background, and he's like, you know, that talking about how that's gonna turn out or something, right? Like, oh, he just seemed clueless as hell, and it's like,
What do
she
you mean? Craig, the all-knowing, the omnipotent, the one who has relationship advice on
smartest guy
the
ever.
plan, the high IQ with the rest of us, y'all a bunch of low IQ people. That's what y'all are. Okay, sure, Craig. You didn't even know what
Yeah,
a yearbook was. Shut up.
but how
You know
does she not realize that?
book you get at the end of the year. You know what's that called, y'all? A fucking yearbook. Jesus Christ, idiot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Idiot.
Well, I'm gonna get to that in a second because I
Okay.
think that's pretty gross, that what he did there. But like, he just seems clueless. But she don't even realize what she's done. And like, you sit there and talk about, oh God, all it's so hard. Like, yeah, duh. That's what lawsuits are. You know what I mean? And I swear, it's like she's not pleased with how all that went. She's not on good terms with the people anymore. So it's kind of like it didn't happen. Just like put it to the side. It's not, who cares? That's over with.
I
You
was
know?
just funning. Like she's over here like new boot goofing. Just lawsuit goofing. Get the fuck out of here, Brittany. And I'm
Yeah.
gonna explain this shit to you one more motherfucking time, okay? And I'm gonna talk real slow, and I'm gonna use the smallest words that I know, okay? You are the reason that Granny is involved in this. They needed current behavior, and that was the dog handler, Julie, and they needed what's the word? Let me make it small.
Pattern
Pattern, I guess, is the best
of
way to
behavior.
a pattern of behavior, which means your past. Okay. The past pattern of that happened to somebody that had nothing to do with the Sebastian case. That's you, ding dong. And when you signed that affidavit, my kids, my man, my motherhood, that's what got her involved. Okay. Meanwhile, you couldn't shut up talking about her. You both poked at each other. The difference between you and Granny is Granny poked at you on YouTube. She didn't take you in a court of law and sue you. Okay. That's the difference. But y'all make no mistake. Y'all, before the RICO happened, it was a back and forth poking issue. That's it. That's the way I see it.
Terribly.
Okay? And you're not getting out of it. You're not getting out of it. No matter how many times you say, if I had to do it over, I had never done it. Too bad, so sad, ma'am. The rules of the playground dictate you signed your name to it. You agreed on upon penalty of perjury, ma'am. You signed a legal document. You're in it now, Shug.
Yeah. And until the end. And Craig will eventually find out. But you know what? Like, yeah, the back and forth between them before the RICO, it was nasty, and it's still nasty. It's never gonna stop. Like they just have so much deep hatred for each other. They need to be out of the same fucking community or something. Move the fuck on. God damn, because it has overtaken this whole community. I mean, really, think about it. It really has. And that's when I'm thinking about shit I want to talk about that's happening in this community or whatever, like it's just annoying because it's everything surrounding all their bullshit. But Bendy, I got a question for you from Sunflower because I didn't see it. Did the letter she read from her attorney say why he left?
We didn't get that far because reality is reading comments in the chat and distracting her. They don't want you to read it, Britney. Brr. They don't show it, Britney. Brr. Happy holidays is leaving. That's her.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So then did she just give up and say she wasn't going to read it?
Then she got mad. She had a huff. And then you were live. So I was like, I can't take Britney anymore. So I don't know how it all ended up. We're all waiting in anticipation. No, I could really, honestly, it sounded like a letter that they write when they are no longer representing you.
She wasn't doing what she was supposed to do. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure that he had things we know from the mods, allegedly. I mean, this is what they say is the truth, but we don't know. So allegedly, and I believe them that the attorney asked for Craig to get out of the background. That was a huge part of the problem. She can't fucking do it. I think she did it for a couple times, but it's like, no wonder he walked away. If you're not listening to him at all, he can't help you because you're just making it worse and worse.
Exactly. You know, attorneys frequently will advise their clients, whether it be civil or criminal, that the first thing they should do is shut the fuck up. I mean, that's really what you should do. If you came on, I can't talk, I'm in litigation. Let me tell you what Granny did. Fuck her mama, fuck her dog, fuck her cat, fuck her house, fuck her chimney, fuck her Christmas tree. I hate Granny. That's what you did. Fuck her whole family line, fuck her whole bloodline. Can't stand that bitch. She's terrible. That's what you did.
The worst.
The worst.
Ash said that the letter said that he had exhausted all pre-trial or pre-litigation remedies. And then Nicole B had said earlier, she said she didn't have any plans on moving forward. I don't know. I'm confused about that whole situation, but I do know a lot of people wanted to help. And there have been really good people that have given her money for all of this stupid shit. And it's just a shame. Like, I wish people would wake up and not,
I forgot that part. And Yanka reminded me of something. And Yanka reminded me in the list of things that the attorney did was contact YouTube. Go through YouTube to get the cyber harassment to stop.
What does that entail, though?
Well, I would see. Here's the thing. YouTube, it's not their first day on the internet either. Okay. So they understand how the internet works. And when you are going to YouTube and you're saying, look, this person is coming for me at bullying and, bullying me, degrading me, all the things day after day after day after day. And I don't acknowledge it publicly at all. I need for it to stop. That's very different than, and Clue and Granny and nonsense. You engaged, ma'am. You engaged.
Yes.
That's it.
Hey,
That's
Amber.
all. And that is how the legal world will see it. And that is how YouTube sees it.
Nanya says, I don't feel bad for them at all. These are grown adults making a choice with their wallets. See, I do. Because, like, you'll see comments, even I've got them, that's like, when I get my disability, I'm going to member. And just, I don't know. I think sometimes people are new to the internet. They go from Facebook. This has happened so much with true crime, especially. They'll be on Facebook and they'll have, sorry, there was some feedback. They'll be on Facebook and they'll have, a case that maybe they're following, and they don't follow YouTube. I had a ton of people come to my channel like this, and they were so lost on the internet etiquette and the shit that goes down. They'll be on Facebook just like following their families and shit and whatever, but they'll start following a case. There's a missing kid in their area. Sebastian, oh my gosh, they're following every step. And then all of a sudden someone posts a YouTube link and then they're like, ooh, and they start going. They don't know. I've seen that. Even I remember when I was newer to it, I made so many mistakes and I was clueless on the politics of YouTube and how things go down on the internet and stuff. You can just tell when people are new to it. And that is who I feel sorry for. The people who are newer to it and they don't know. To be fair, I don't think YouTube would require you to ever acknowledge. To never acknowledge.
That's what makes it harassment though, Nunya, the not acknowledging it. If you're responding to it, then you're in a back and forth. You're not being harassed.
It's mutual combat.
It's mutual combat. That's what separates harassment from shit talking. If you're steady talking shit, to me, Nunya, and I never acknowledge it, I never respond back, then you are harassing me. Because why are you steady talking shit to me? And I'm talking about, it's not just the reviewing. YouTube allows for the reviewing. It's all the other stuff that's inside of the reviewing. Okay. That changes things. And if you review their review of you, you're engaged, ma'am. Sorry about your luck. It stops being harassment at that point. And to answer Kelsey, I'll tell you what she lied about. Okay. How are you going to send out as an attorney a cease and desist, knowing that at least one of these people, Granny, is represented by an attorney? And you don't think that attorney isn't going to respond to you and you don't respond back? You have to be prepared. You can ask somebody to cease and desist. And if they have representation, you know what the other attorney is going to say? That's fine. Let's all cease and desist. How about both sides cease and desist? There's room for negotiation before it gets to litigation. And there was none of that. That's why it doesn't make sense. There are some of us who stay watching trials and learn. Not only do we watch trials, I'm not even going to say we. We is the me. It's me. I'm people. I watch trials all the time, and not just the trial. Then I go back and I listen to actual attorneys and their assessment of it so that I can learn. And then I research and research and research until I understand it.
Yeah.
So that's why people are giving her the side eye, babe. That's why.
And that is the way it is in the courtroom a lot of times. If it is a back and forth, you can look it up. It doesn't always work. The clean hands clause or doctrine, it depends on, it's not always, but some courts acknowledge that. And, I've seen people be in court and it did matter that they never responded. That was a huge part of why they won. Because I've seen two people, let's say there's two people that went to court and one person responded and the other person didn't. The person that responded lost. We saw that go down in our community before we came here. So, I don't know. It's interesting.
Michelle
Depends,
says,
I guess.
Thibault Michelle says he did not answer because he was not hired for litigation. That simple. That's not, he was hired for pre-litigation, which is what a cease and desist is. And somebody who has an attorney, which Granny has an attorney. okay, her attorney would respond on her behalf saying, let's talk about this. Okay, we're willing to cease and desist. What's your client willing to do? How about they both cease and desist? How about they agree to leave each other the fuck alone? That's not litigation. That's part of the pre-litigation. Litigation would be exactly what litigation is. The start of litigation is when you file. That's how it begins. And he was hired for everything before that. And they talked about litigation with him.
Yeah, so you would expect a response for sure. I'm not even going to play that video, but I am interested in talking to you guys for a second about the stolen valor thing.
Yeah.
Because look, okay, so you know, I know that some people support Center and some people don't. Whatever, that is besides the point. I want to take the person out of it because that is what I hate so much about, like I said at the beginning, if you like the person, then you're going to stand up for him. And if you don't like him, you're going to make excuses for what they did. You know what I mean? And I hate that. So I want to take that out of it. Okay. But here we go. We're just going to listen to this little video. I'll pause in between though for fair use. But
Okay.
I found it was interesting, like the response to this. And remember when they talked about Craig and him, like Kathy was saying, he didn't make it through boot camp and all that stuff. And there was talk about looking up his records, which I do understand that's different. That's using like military, whatever to access records. I still think either way, it's gross. Like I just couldn't believe that he would say this and that just so boldly, having been in the military himself. And I think that I find it gross, just like the other stuff. You know what I mean? And I
Right.
wanted to point it out.
And
Okay.
Allie,
Mhm.
after that, I got the 2.5-minute clip of Britney, I guess, reading the lawyer. So shout out to the person who sent that.
Can I
Yay.
answer a Good Onion real quick?
Yeah.
The Good Onion said, shush, Melissa. If the response was come to PA bitch and let's fight in court, that's litigation. No, I'm genuinely asking. It's not litigation until you file in court. Me saying I'll see you in court, but I then I don't take the steps to actually file in court is nothing. It's just talk. It's not litigation until you have filed in court.
What's considered the pre-litigation, like that he was supposedly hired for? That would
That
be just
Anything outside of litigation.
Right.
which
Like,
would
okay.
be what though?
Okay,
Cease and
so-
desist and what else?
He sent out cease and desist and told that at the bottom of those cease and desist, he was the people that received the cease and desist were told to contact him.
Yeah.
So Granny, who is represented by an attorney, she did the right thing. If you have an attorney, you never reach out to another attorney as just one person, as a lay person. Never, never, never. If you have an attorney, your attorney reaches out on your behalf, right? And they could have negotiated. For example, Rancher could have said, okay, Britney doesn't want Granny talking about her children, her mothering, her parenting, her significant other, the state of her home, any of that stuff. They cannot stop Granny from, say, if Britney does a true crime live, right? And Granny decides to review that true crime live and say, okay, here is this she got right. This is misinformation. Here's what really happened. Like they can't really, there's no real way to stop that, right? But that back and forth, that talk, those talks are all pre-litigation.
Okay. So what would you expect? Like if you are hiring an attorney for pre-litigation purposes, what would you expect them to do for you? It would also be the YouTube stuff and everything, right? And anything outside of the courtroom, period.
Well, you would anticipate when he sent that cease and desist and when they got the call from the attorney that all of those conversations and that interaction and that
Would be
discussion,
included.
a lot of times things could be settled before it even hits litigation.
Right.
That's supposed to be included.
Right.
But
Okay.
that's why it's even stranger that it's supposed to include pre-litigation costs, but the fact that he also didn't answer directly contributed to we're going to court, right? Because no response at all.
Right.
That's what Nunya had to ask. She said, didn't Granny file in court. So after the what is that? And would that be considered litigation?
Yes.
Yes.
The moment it's
Yes.
filed in the court of law, it is actively in litigation.
Yes.
Okay. But the cease and desist, because they're not filed in the court of law, they're not. That's just
No, you just use
Even
that as
though-
supporting evidence.
Right.
even though
Like-
all they were doing was just saying, hey, we have jurisdiction here if something moves forward, right?
What they were
Mhm.
that basically what her attorney was saying is, look, my client OBJ over here would like for you to shut up talking shit about her. Okay, reach out to me if you have any questions. And from there, what could have happened is there could have been an agreement reached. Britney was never going to get them never to talk about her ever again. But they could set up parameters of things that were off limits. YouTube, the way that YouTube works is you are allowed under fair use to review people's content. Okay, it's the content that they could have negotiated. And, the problem is that what I would expect if I hired an attorney and I paid him $8,000 is that when one of the people who was served with the C&D, when their attorney reaches out to my attorney, I would expect that motherfucker to pick up the phone. That's what the fuck I would expect.
Yeah.
And deal with it. And because he wouldn't deal with it, it's my understanding that that's when, and also there was a little bit of issue because Britney and Granny were already involved in litigation, having to do with things said on YouTube. And so I think that is why her attorney said, oh, wait a minute, I'm going to file something so we can get it heard in PA rather than North Carolina. What should have happened then is Rancher should have advised his client, hey, listen, he should have foreseen that, frankly, and said, maybe we don't send this to Granny's watching over here. Let's maybe chill on that and leave her out of this because you're already involved with her in litigation.
That's what I was thinking. Rancher would have to know that she was already involved with her in litigation, right?
Right. He should have.
So-
And he should have anticipated that.
Yes, we know Granny filed in Pennsylvania and Rancher is not licensed. That's what we talked about. But he could have still responded, just not in a legal filing.
Correct.
Yes, he absolutely could have turned a phone
I'm
call.
not right. Exactly. Because it didn't start out, Notorious Ash, with a filing. It started with a phone call. And then Britney proceeded to go live and say that Granny's attorney was harassing her attorney by contacting him. And then today, her and Reality are up on their panel saying that people don't understand the legal process. Ma'am, excuse me, bitch. Attorneys talk to attorneys all the time. That's what they're there for.
Time. It could go back and forth between attorneys for years prior to even filing the actual litigation in court.
Right.
Where is that clip at, Melissa? Like, how do I play
You
it?
ready? I was just going to play it through my microphone.
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh, let's hear
down.
it. All right.
Are we ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to read this to y'all. This letter says, I got this letter. It was certified mail. Okay. On February the 5th. I had to sign for it.
Okay. And I'm sorry. I'm just going to it's just 2.5 minutes, but she's saying she got this certified mail February 5th. I'm curious to know if she asked for something or this just randomly came certified mail February 5th.
Right. This is where it is for me, Melissa, because I've never had this experience before. I've never had an attorney after they've done their job give you a letter like this ever. And I've retained a couple of attorneys for a couple of different reasons. So
no, when it's okay. I'm just gonna listen.
Yeah, let's listen. Let me be quiet.
Rancher sent me this in the mail. Okay. It says, Notice of exhaustion of pre-litigation remedies. Dear Miss Jackson, this letter is sent to formally advise you of the status of your matter and to document that all reasonable pre-litigation remedies have pursued and exhausted. Our office undertook these efforts in good faith and with the intent of resolving the issues you presented without the need for formal court intervention. Despite those efforts, the matter has not been resolved through informal or pre-suit means. Following our engagement, our office reviewed the information and materials that you provided, including written communication, statements, and supporting documentation related to the conduct at issue. We evaluated the nature of the alleged statements and actions and context in which they were made or disseminated, and the parties involved. Based on this review, we've determined that pre-litigation intervention was appropriate and initiated steps intended to place the relevant parties on notice and seek voluntary compliance. In furtherance of these efforts, our office prepared and transmitted pre-written pre-litigation correspondence to the individuals and entities identified as being involved in or associated with the conduct at issue. Such correspondence was directed there applicable to Jessica Singh, Rebecca Turner, Ricky Smith, and Davy Milby, as well as the relevant governmental offices, including the Scotland County District Attorney's Office and the Scotland County Department of Social Services. These communications requested that the identified conduct cease and that any false and harmful statements be addressed and the relevant information and evidence be preserved. The correspondence was transmitted through formal means, including certified mail and overnight delivery. Proof of mailing, delivery, and receipts has been retained in your legal file. Despite these actions, no meaningful response or corrective actions have been received that would resolve the matter. The conduct and statements at issue have not been adequately addressed. And, hold on.
Wait, so her attorney, wait, I'll have to ask you in a second.
It's almost done. It's almost done.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me go to the next page. No voluntary resolution has been achieved. At this stage, there are no additional pre-litigation remedies that we can reasonably pursue. What?
We are. Please, that's enough.
No, fuck this. I'm over it. I'm over it. No.
Oh, you're always over it, but you never
You
stop.
standing for $8,000. No, she's not. He's no longer my attorney anymore.
Why are you happy doesn't want to be here anymore?
He's okay. Well, do what you need to do. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, she don't give a fuck. Okay, that's it.
Okay, I got a
Wow.
question though. So Granny's attorney tried to contact her once she got the CN. They didn't answer. And I mean, phone call, not just legal filing. But Britney called Granny's attorney directly.
If
Is
she's
that
pro
true?
se, then yeah.
I know, but I'm talking about from the pencil. She's not though. Well, where was she?
She is
confused.
because I mean, clearly.
Well, now
she
that
is.
she's not with him, yeah. But I mean, when did she call her attorney? Is what I'm like. Was she pro se then? Or do you guys know?
Sorry, what was your question? I was reading chat.
When did Britney directly call Granny's attorney?
Oh God, I don't even know. It was all around that time where it didn't make sense. Rancher should have been handling it still at that point, if that's your question.
Yeah, that is.
When Rancher was still should have been in pre-litigation. Yeah.
Yes, she was not pro se. She was represented.
Happy holidays said, take my wrench. Do what you got to do. I'm sick of this. That's been the same shit for years and years. I mean, whatever.
It's, I don't know. I think she may have just dealt with a swindler. Is that a word? Like,
that's a word.
The lawyer,
With Rancher,
I think may have swindled her. And when I say that, meaning I think it was paid. I've seen enough people say for certain that it was paid. I think it probably falls down to Britney does not put effort into anything, and that probably was a contributing factor, along with if he didn't need Britney to answer Granny's attorney, so I put that on him. But again, $8,000 for pre-litigation costs. We're talking about letters drafted up from most likely just the paralegal or legal secretary. That doesn't make sense. That just doesn't. And so it's probably like, up now, all that's exhausted, and now it's time to go to the next step, which is going to cost another X amount of dollars to go to litigation.
Right.
So interesting, but you know what? Okay, I know they have read her real name off many times. So I mean, part of me understands, but also I'm like, why did you have to read their full names? I didn't know all of those names. I
I don't
never
know
heard
who
them
that last
before.
person was at all.
Neither
I
did
think
I.
I know, but I'm not gonna say
Well,
just
no,
because.
like, obviously, but yeah, I don't.
Mhm.
I think it was
Please
unnecessary.
don't put it in the chat.
Yeah, please don't put it in the chat.
Yeah, I don't need to know.
I think Ananya has nailed it here. She said, I think he expected her to put forth effort and stop on her part, and she didn't. And he was like, this is going to cost you more. You want to move on now or not?
Yeah, I believe that too. Yeah,
That's
I
what-
think two things can be true, right? I think
Yeah.
she didn't do her part. I think she was lazy as shit. She didn't stop. She didn't follow direction. She didn't keep Craig off. While at the same time, you're dealing with a sleazy guy who probably is taking advantage too.
I
Yeah.
think he thought it was going to be
Agree.
more. I think
Open
his
shot.
experience lies more in dealing with social media legal, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. I don't think that maybe he didn't. There's a lot. Okay, there's some things that we've been told, right? But there's a lot that we don't know. We don't know, and we should not know, okay, what her conversation was with her attorney. Obviously, that would be attorney-client privilege. Now, but the problem with that is we don't know what she told him. So did he swindle her, or is he a swindler, or was he uninformed? Did his client uninform him, and therefore he told her he could do A, B, and C based on the information that she provided him, but she left out some things that would have been relevant, pertinent, and may have changed his course of action. For example, I think I can't imagine a scenario where she's already engaged in litigation via the RICO with Granny. I cannot imagine an attorney ever advising her to then engage in a second start of litigation, potential litigation, when Granny is represented by an attorney and the RICO has been dismissed, but it's under appeal. There's a lot of moving parts still. It's not been completely resolved. And I can't imagine an attorney advising her, hey, you know what? You've engaged her in Pennsylvania. Hey, I know what let's do. Let's engage her in North Carolina. That doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, he probably didn't know. I bet you he didn't know. But also, would it make sense if they just wanted to have that jurisdiction in a courtroom in their own place? You know what I mean? Like, because they didn't win there, but they still felt they had a valid case, and it was on new stuff, on different stuff, supposedly, or I don't know. It just makes my head spin. It's confusing. I'm sorry.
It's very confusing, and there's a lot we don't know. You know, at the end of the day, the money was given by subscribers, by people, by others, right? I don't know what, if any, Britney chipped in herself. It doesn't matter. The money is gone. It's been spent, and nothing. Now she says there's more, because then she goes into what he did for her respective to CPS and the false reporting and this, that, and the other, and how that ended up being a very good thing. And now CPS doesn't just show up; they call her first, and blah 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 blah. Right? That's what she said.
Did she say that?
She did.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let that sit for a second.
Yeah, I'm still marinating on that one too, because I have many thoughts.
Yeah.
But I already took her to the reading room once tonight. She's not getting a second trip. I'm just gonna play.
But look, Lindsay, Grandma Sherry, so many people said that tonight, that because like I hate when people just read one comment from the chat and believe it. But I mean, these are people that I do believe trust them, that they and multiple people as well, said she slipped tonight and said she paid him 1,000 or 8,000. Kim said it. Lindsay said it. They so I'd be curious to hear that.
And
That is interesting.
and
See?
says, I won't agree to the CPS calls being false. I would like to state for the record, please let the record reflect. I don't make the news. I'm just reporting it. I'm not saying one way or I don't live there. I'm not a CPS social worker. I'm not qualified. I don't know whether they were false or not. I'm just telling you what she said.
Yeah.
I wonder if she sounded like this when she explained
Oh,
that
yeah.
$1,000 here. Hold on.
Well, I don't hear nothing.
We can't hear you.
Oh, you can't hear it?
No.
Yeah. Still can't hear it.
You still can't hear it?
No, ma'am.
Tell me- What the heck? Okay, hold on. I don't know why. That's weird.
Are you sharing your screen right now?
Mm-hmm.
Unshare it.
Okay. I've had that happen before.
This is how she sounds too half the time, so it works.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
With an on-accident reenactment.
Yeah, it works.
Oh, Grandma Sherry says our whispering is creepy.
Sorry.
Like my headphones were so loud, so I could barely hear you. I was wondering if it was in the clip because like that it was playing the clip super loud in my ears. And then I heard like a whisper and I was like, wait a minute, you can't hear it? That's why I was like asking multiple times because I was like, is that in the video? And I'm just here. I don't know. It was just all blurring together. Okay, here we go. I think this should work.
Well, Brittany and
Is it
Shayna
working?
and all the mods, which I don't
Yes.
know how much that
Okay.
accounts for because we know there are different groups that different mods are.
No,
exempt
there's
from.
not.
But
No, there's
Uh,
not. No, there's not. And you shouldn't say that we know that just because of things that's happened in the past. No, there's not different groups. We got one group. That's all we got. We have one group, and every one of them's the same people. Every fucking there's me. Even it. What I'm
Me?
saying is,
Even-
we
even-
have one
even?
group. Okay, we have one, and in that group, it is the same people. There's not 5 different groups. I have done that before in the past. Yes, I have. But
Mhm.
we got one group.
But never you mind that,
And
y'all.
in that group
Is a
is the
new
same
woman
people.
now.
Me, Shayna, Boston, Ivy League, Triggered, Samantha, and
Uh-huh.
Kelsey.
Uh-huh.
And no reality.
Yeah, and
Okay.
guess what? See, this is how
Reality
she
got
does
the
this.
chat.
No, poor reality has no idea what's like. It's really sad she doesn't realize she's a placeholder. I do feel bad, but that's true. I'm sure that chat exists, and then the others. Go ahead, continue the others because that's how she kind of works around it. Like what she just said is impartial, a true statement. I'm sure, right? Like this
There is
one chat
probably
does
a
exist with all of them in it.
Exactly.
But then there's, I'm sure, chats that exist with selective few missing from them.
Yeah, where's
that's just what
Marlena?
she
She
does.
left you off the list too, Marlena. What's up?
Yeah,
What's going on?
I guess
Thank
I'm not
you,
even
Ann.
sure,
The way
Oh,
she said it.
no.
You guys, I put the pink screen up on purpose because I was playing it from my and just like in case, I don't know, like I've accidentally doxed myself so many times. I've opened Google Maps and it's like, you are here. And
Oh,
it shows
God.
like exactly where you are. Yeah. So I
Allie,
just
I
try to
showed
be
my
careful.
whole tax return with all like my everything on it a couple of months ago.
Oh my
Luckily, I have
God.
a decent group because I waited like I waited for it to really backfire and it didn't. So I knew I'm like, I got a good group of people. No one weaponized it.
Oh my God. Oh, look at this. That awesome though. You do have a good group of people. I've been
Yeah.
listening while changing my love bug bed sheets. She's nonverbal, but she's laughing so hard because I'm laughing at you
Aw.
three. That's
Yay.
adorable. That is crazy though, Melissa. I bet you were like, not gonna say nothing, not gonna say nothing. Just let's
I
see.
was so ashamed. I was so well, that's it. You know, it had my everything on it. Okay? Like not even a
Damn.
little, it had my identity.
Oh, Melissa. You do have a good group. See, that's my thing. I know that we get really bogged down and we get really frustrated and we're like, fuck this place, right? But the truth is, I still believe that the good people far outweigh the number of a-holes, really and truly. It's just that the a-holes are such huge a-holes that like they overshadow the good people with all their bitch acidness and a-holiness, you know?
Yeah. It's so true because like that's why in my title it said like step away and it's still slimy because like it's just crazy. You step away and then you come back and you're like some people never step away and they're just so I don't know, it gets so nasty. But you're right. There's some awesome fucking people here too. And you know, it's better to focus on that. What?
Laughing in the chat.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just laughing. Yep, I saw that.
I know, I saw that.
See, so I'm telling you, people saw, they just chose not to weaponize it.
Dude, that's awesome though. But yeah, I don't know. This place sometimes it's like where to go from here. I don't know what the community will even become. Is there one left? And what will it turn into? And like, cause I'm not here that much anymore. And I know a lot of people aren't, you know? Like, I don't know. Do you guys have any thoughts on that?
I didn't hear what you said. I was recovering.
What will
She's trying to get us to predict the future. Look, this place is fucked up. And
what's gonna happen?
Listen, if past behavior is indicative of future behavior, unless you're Brittany J, then you're the absolute exception. And nothing that you've ever done in the past can be used as a potential for the future. No. Because every day you're a new woman. Okay. But for everybody else, I mean, if I had to predict, it's just going to get more fucked up until it's completely foobarred and there is no more community.
Hey, Aussie True Crime. Yeah, because like, I mean, I don't know. I just see it getting worse and worse and more people wanting to be gone and looking for something else, but nothing really is coming here. So people are leaving and yeah, it's just going to not exist anymore. Like this little section of Krama, I think is going extinct. Seriously.
It is. But I will say this, Marlena, I don't know you and you don't know me. But I'm going to tell you, I'm just going to give you a piece of advice that has served me well. When somebody shows you who they are, believe them and believe them the first time. When Happy Holidays said, just take my wrench, because I believe that Britney's mods are looking out for her, right? Some of them, I'm sure. I mean, you know, but Happy Holidays, I've seen her and she does seem to want to protect Britney and you know, all of that, right? Her intentions seem like they're good. Okay. And the fact when reality read that Happy Holidays was leaving and Britney's like, well, go on then. I don't know what to tell you. What she really meant and didn't say is, I don't give a fuck about you. Go, ho. That's how
hard.
she feels.
That's hard, you know, but because unless you're fully, and we've seen it time and time again, you know, but unless you are fully, what Britney takes as support and friendship is a very transactional. And this is why, you know, like I get upset about this because you've heard us say so many times, 150 mods, no, 150 friends, you know, not to be repetitive, but it really, unless you're in it, unless you're really close with Britney, it really sucks because she needs unwavering, not only support, but to live in the reality that she chooses to live in. And unless you do exactly that, unless you sit there and cheer her on, even though you know she's making a decision that is not in her best interest, she takes that as you are completely against her. And it's really hurtful when you are essentially replaced. If anyone sees anytime there's a couple mods that leave within a day, just replace. And that's hurtful. That sucks because again, that relationship was real for you. You gave, you were there, your energy, your time, your money, everything. And then to see basically exactly that comment that she just said, well, then go on, right? Because unless you are here supporting me doing something that I know is going to lead just to something worse happening, and then I'm going to be complaining to you guys, right? It's like a spouse, like a friend who has a spouse that keeps cheating on them, and you're there for them, and you're like, you're better than him, right? Or her. You don't need it. And then they continue to go back. And then you expect me to keep being there and pick up the phone at 3 a.m. when you want to cry and bitch that they're doing the same exact thing that they're always doing, right? Don't go back to the person. But that's Britney, you know, and it sucks and it's unfortunate. And sometimes you have to kind of step back a bit, which we have to do in all situations, but to see it clear, sometimes the closer you are, the more blurry it is. And you kind of have to step back to see the bigger picture.
I'll say Notorious Ash says, why would anyone start hollering they're leaving just because she is reading a letter? LOL, that's weird to just announce what happened to just leaving or not being so dramatic. Well, to be fair, she did put it in the chat. Britney wasn't paying a lick of attention to the chat. She was reading that letter. Who brought it to her attention? Reality. So who was really hollering? Was it Happy Holidays, or was it reality calling it and bringing it to attention? Just like she does every motherfucking night when she hollers at people in the chat from the panel, good or bad, because she does do it. I know you've heard it.
Well, and again, her mods, it's easy to sit here and be like, well, what? Happy Holidays isn't just a subscriber in the chat. That's one of the people that are her mods, are her friends, are that close group that's coordinating behind the scenes. So I guarantee there are calls that are happening where you're listening to what you perceive as one of your best friends cry, distraught, they're attacking my life, my family is at risk, and you are doing. And so when you see that, it's not just, like I said, a random subscriber saying it, go on and leave. But when it's someone that you're close to and it's your friend and you're seeing them do the exact thing that's going to lead to them having harm or pain, whatever it may be. Yeah, why is that surprise? Why is that ridiculous for her to be like, I'm leaving? Clearly it's something that she doesn't support, she doesn't agree with, and that's okay. What's worse, saying that she's going to leave or continuing to be there, supporting a lie, supporting behavior that's going to lead down the bad road, and just be like, yeah, do it. I'll be here no matter what. That doesn't work either.
Right. Like the truth of the matter is, even if Rancher is no longer representing her, right? You should never, ever, ever, ever read legal paperwork between you and your attorney, ever. The fact of the matter is that the reading of that letter means absolutely nothing. It changed no one's mind. Do you really think that after hearing her read that letter, that anybody that didn't believe Britney was like, they had a light bulb moment and suddenly they believe her now? No, it changed nothing. All it did was actually just made things worse. That's all it did. That's it.
As usual. You know what I mean?
As usual. Mm-hmm. There were probably 11 billion other things that Britney could have gone and spoke about tonight. People have been calling her a scammer since she put up that damn Give, Send, Go. It's changed nothing. The people who don't like her, don't believe her, or thought she was a scammer didn't donate. The people that do like her, do believe her, do support her, they gave the money. And they're not the ones asking questions. So who did she read that letter for? It certainly wasn't for her supporters, because most of her supporters were telling her not to read that letter. We don't need to hear it, Britney. We support you. We don't care. So and then you have the nerve to say to people, Britney, why are you here if you don't support me? But you don't listen to your supporters. Your lives are not targeted to the people who support you, because you don't listen to them and you don't listen to what they would like for you to cover as content. You like your suggestion box. There is no such thing. You do what you want when you want to do it, and then you get shocked and you're appalled, and then you get all butthurt when people don't react the way you want them to. I get why Happy Holidays is frustrated, because this is what ends up happening. So she's a mod, right? Britney took it off of members only mode, opening up the chat to God and everybody after she's just cleared her block list for the 11 billionth time. Okay. Now, you know that is a recipe for disaster. Okay. And you know, and then you've got and then she's got her bud, her bestie for the resty, Jimmy Neutron's teacher, Reality, over there hollering random comments in the chat, addressing random comments in the chat. Okay. While Britney's reading, she's on another screen. She'd had no idea. That letter was not read for her supporters. That letter was read for the people who don't support her. If Britney thinks that she is ever going to be able to put words together in a magic order that's going to cause all of this to stop, she is more delusional than I thought. She said that is what she said. I want to show these people, Britney, you are these people's Beck. You are their bitch over there eating crackers. They don't give a rat's fat kneecap what you say. They don't care. No explanation will ever be good enough for them. They don't believe you.
Over there.
So shut up. You know how you make it stop? You shut the fuck up.
Well, the mods get dragged.
And the mods get dragged, and then they open. She opens up the chat, and then you know, mods, can you block these people? Can you just have to, blah, 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 you know?
Yeah, and why do you clear your block list over and over again? I don't know. It's just all part of the freaking,
Well,
you
and
know,
she does say, you know, like there's horrible names on there. You like, you know, like CPS caller, her kids' names, which I believe. But then it's like,
I've got them on mine too.
Why would you unblock all of those accounts? But again, it goes into, I think it's two things. One, she is super lazy, and I was wrong in the past because I did not realize that there is a clear all. I thought it was only individually Xing out. I was wrong. You can at once. Because I thought she was going through and individually, like, plus pressing that X on each name. But I think half of it's laziness. Ain't nobody got, and she always talks about how she can't see for shit. She's not going to sit there and unblock, you know, look for the names. That would take effort. And then the other half is, point. She thoroughly enjoys keeping people. I've never met someone who thoroughly enjoys being a victim. Now, that doesn't mean she isn't ever a victim. Yeah, right. She gets victimized. She sure does. But I've never seen someone thrive and want to stay there the way that I do with Britney.
Yeah, and it's like a lot of the shit is common sense, and regardless of what people think, she's not dumb. Like, if you've been her friend, you've had conversations with her about true crime, about conspiracies, about politics, you know that she has a little bit of common sense. She knows better. She's absolutely
not dumb.
Fucking knows
she
better.
Just does stupid shit. There's a difference. See, that's where the frustration comes in. When you have somebody who is unintelligent and incapable of seeing what's really going on, you can't really get mad at them because they don't know any better, and they won't know any better, right? But Britney does. That's what's frustrating.
Yeah, exactly. It is. Well, fuck it. I don't know. I mean, I'm glad it sucks because I love the people here, and
Me too.
you know, and I still will talk true crime sometimes, and I'll hang out in some of the Chroma chats, but I'm just here less and less as I go. And I wish that there was something fucking else happening. That's why I've had a little bit of interest when I have been around in the shit with Julie and them. I just want to hear fucking something different.
Not only did she, I'm sorry, I don't mean to pivot here. Not only
pivot.
But so like after everything, she came out and ended up apparently, now to be fair, let me be clear, I didn't hear it myself, but I'm told by a very reliable source that she came out and admitted that no, her name was never used with any of the threats. But then also this whole use of her child's interview, which she absolutely lied about.
Oh God.
There's on her channel again is a whole video with all of those kids on it. So I'm saying, like, do I agree with weaponized? No. But like, if we're going to make the argument that this doesn't exist in the public realm and it was taken after years ago of it being deleted, I have a problem with that because that's not right if it's sitting right on your YouTube channel.
Yeah. It is deliberate. Bushi asked, "What community does BJ belong in?"
Her own.
She,
Her own.
The CP community.
The Mimis. She's with the Mimis.
Wow.
She's with the Nine Nights.
yeah.
Yep.
Bushi, I know you. I know you're asking a serious question. It's just funny because
Nobody
she
wants to
claims-
claim her.
yeah, true.
There's no links where we're going.
She talks about true crime, but she doesn't do it in a like professional true crime fact-based way. It was more of a discussion channel, but then it kind of moved into drama and started like tons of drama with everybody. Then it's kind of moved into not even being like just sleeping. That's what they're saying. She sleeps a lot on there, but also drama. I mean, I don't know. It's
She's the Debbie. She's the Debbie from Friday. I'm gonna call you, but if you come by, or you call me, I'm not gonna call you. Don't ever come here. She's the Debbie. That's who she is.
She's part of the ASMR.
No, there is nothing isn't one of the isn't the R in there relaxing?
Yeah.
Okay. There ain't nothing relaxing about listening to somebody
respiratory
in respiratory distress. Or let's say
community.
Okay, and then let's just pretend for a minute. Okay, maybe there's somebody out there in the world that does think respiratory distress is calming and relaxing. Okay, but then out of nowhere you get a squawker, and it's loud as fuck. Okay, it's very abrupt. It's jarring.
Oh my God, that was hilarious.
Called to tell you not to call me anymore, community.
Ever.
Listen, Johnny says, I can't wait for this war is over with you ladies. I remember when this channel was full of love and peace and you ladies did crafts and all loved everyone. The good old days. Laughing my butt off, not.
You don't even come here.
What day did we do crafts? If you mean crafting a damn good read, then hell yeah. We sure did craft a damn good read back in the day.
For real. But Bendy, you made me laugh so hard just now. I wheezed. Now I'm the wheezing community. We can be part of it.
Wheezy. She's like Wheezy from Toy Story.
If you heard my message to Melissa when my power when my power came back on, I was like, oh God.
Reality is in the kick rocks community.
Out. The rock kickers are us.
I can't. Oh God.
Reality is not the little orphan Annie. No sun is coming out tomorrow. No. But Britney is the hard knock life community. It's a hard knock life for us. Static guesses, we get kicked. And there comes reality. Static cracking, we get tricked.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. That was a perfect example though. It's a hard knock life for us.
Oh my God. Kick rocks. Somebody think of the children. Won't somebody please think of the children? She's pregnant, y'all. And Craig, stop telling the whole community y'all are messing with a pregnant lady. Motherfucker, we just found out like a month ago. Calm your titties, okay?
We knew that was gonna happen quickly, though.
Yeah.
She's not sleeping. Stop.
Get
It's her asthma.
It's you're gonna be grow up. Grow up. Take that shit over to Tumblr where that kind of fuckery is acceptable.
Oh God.
YouTube. Grow up. You're 67 years old up there talking with your damn avatar and your butterflies everywhere. Fuck off. Telling people to grow up. Calling men little boys. Bitch boy. That's why people talk shit about you, Reality.
Oh my God.
Don't start none, won't be none. Shug.
Oh God. Jen.
Feisty.
Don't start none. It won't be. She is feisty, but hilarious. Oh, my face hurts. That is funny. If you do find respiratory distress relaxing, then you'll hear. I can't even do it.
Sleeping, she's thinking.
Get out, you trolls!
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, I do feel bad for her though. I really do, only because like like I think she thinks she's a lot closer, but it's very obvious Brittany drops that link as a placeholder, like, and I don't like that shit.
Yeah.
For all the times when she's got hold on. Oh, I'll be right back, y'all.
Where's
4
reality,
hours later. And then here's the reality. Not saying shit. Reality, she brings you up there to hold it down, right? If I walked away right now and I muted and I said, hey, if this were my channel, because I've done it to Allie before, hey, can you hold it down for me? Do you think Allie or Melissa would sit up there and be on fucking mute?
Or if you started falling asleep.
She interrupts all the time, but the moment Brittany goes mute, she just
right, like there's your chance, Reality. Say all the things. Say it with your whole motherfucking chest. Speak, ho, speak. But here you go, mute.
Yep, it's so weird. I wonder why she does that.
She does it when she falls asleep too. It's
Yeah,
like,
she
could you
just
not
sits
talk
there.
over her?
Reality, just between us girls on the low, okay? Do you secretly yes, catch this bitch? She's totally fucking snoring, and then she thinks she's gonna have me up here, and I'm gonna cover for her. Hell no.
That's what it seems like, dude.
I'm telling you that Reality. That's what it's giving. It's giving intentional. Like we ain't. You're not really friends. Because let me tell you what a friend would do. If that were Allie or Melissa, in that moment,
I'd be loud.
I would cover for them like it was my full-time fucking job. After we got off that motherfucking panel, I would read these two hoes for what the hell? Get it together. That's what you do as friends in private. You handle it privately. But in public, you present a united front.
Yep.
If you started falling asleep and fucking snoring up here, I'd be like, okay, guys, all right, sorry to blow your ears out, but I'd be like, over you so that you couldn't hear you. But she's just like she's listening to, or she wants people to hear or something. Yeah. I don't know.
She's that chills too. Like she doesn't make any noise. I think that's the part that it gets
she's
uncomfortable.
The most quiet.
Yeah, and for me, like I anyone who knows me, I cannot stand like an uncomfortable silence. Like I fear silence. So the idea of like the time ticking and just it's silent besides Brittany snoring, like it builds up my anxiety. It really does.
Absolutely, and I'm going to give you another tip, Brittany. If you're going to wait 4 score and 7 years, like you're going to hit the live button, but before you actually haul your big old cookies up on the panel, is you're going to wait 7 years. Could you maybe play some music that doesn't sound like we're on hold with fucking AT&T? Could you do that, please? Could you maybe
my
provide
God.
a visual other than one you ripped off from fucking Canva? You know, Canva lets you edit that shit, right? You can make it your own. Something. And that go.
Thank you for being a friend.
Travel down the road and back again.
She always played it twice too, as if once wasn't enough.
Right. Why can't you just say thank you like a normal person?
Just say thank you.
You know what I play for my subscribers? My voice saying thank you. Whenever something fucked up happens, you know who I play? Motherfucking Cartman, because he can handle that shit. Ugh. That's the kind of shit I play. Or I play Peter.
Smash.
Yeah. Kai. I play Kai. I play Peter. Oh my God, who the hell cares? I play that kind of shit. Okay? Not the fucking Golden Girls. What the fuck, Britney? Then you try to age shame people. Bitch, you act 50.
Bushi, thank you. Bushi says, piss my pants funny. Bendy, hashtag Bendy Bird. Thank you, Bushi.
You know what I don't understand? Like with Britney, because it went from, and so I don't know why I keep giggling so much. She went from, you know, like things I need to address, like, you know, which I feel like she's let down on that, like, because it's way beyond I need to address this. But even down to the Sinner stuff with him making the nasty thumbnails, which I don't agree with, but like Britney acts like she genuinely like, listen, guys, all right, there's thumbnails being made with my teeth green, with me aged 20 years. Like, it's not me. And no, don't tell me I don't need to address it. Like, crap. So, like, yeah. And it's like this, you know, who are you trying to convince that's not you? I think we all know that is not you. And that's when you could tell, like, no, this is not stuff she needs to address. This is stuff she just chooses to address. Because when I see her doing those thumbnails, I'm like, oh my God, like you're out of content. That's all it is.
And and I'll say this to Allie's question earlier about Sinner. Look, it is not our business about who served in the military, what branch they served in the military. That don't be doing that. That's a dirty fucking game. Okay, don't do that. Don't do that. And Britney, stop talking mad cash shit where Craig can hear it and you get his ass all riled up. And then you're like, Craig, come on now. No, I don't know. Craig, we ain't going to do that, Craig. And then you mute him.
Well, not at first, Bundy. Initially, and I wish people realize that initially when he made the comment, she was like, oh, like, ooh, you know, like nice little food for thought.
Yeah.
And then
I'll play it. I was
okay.
Mad. Then she's like, all right, no, Craig, stop. She doesn't, you know, but again, how does Craig know? And somebody asked her that. How does Craig know? And Britney poses, you know, like, well, of course I'm going to let him know because this has to do with our relationship, right? These accusations. I don't think that that's bad. You handle it off platform. Hey, babe, like, this is what's going on. This is what's being claimed, obviously, like whatever communication. And then when you're public, you don't address that. But what it seems like, and what Craig has said previously, how you do not talk outside of the platform, you bring it here. He knows just only really what's based on what you're like bringing and what you're discussing. And so he is live reacting in real time to what you're saying. And you know that never ends up in a good situation. Stop doing that, right? And I said this on your panel last time, Allie. I don't think he even knows who Julie is outside of hearing Britney say the name. So you would think someone who keeps getting in trouble, who's been advised not to have Craig on, that you would at least, at bare minimum, not come on and decide to let me go through all this shit that I know is going to amp him up, and especially if he's drinking, and then lead to him saying some stupid shit, then getting shocked when people clip it.
Yeah.
Is not cause me.
I agree. It's ridiculous. I'm sorry, but you know what he's going to do. And also what really, you can't blame him for doing too much, you know?
Is that a robot? Pregnant?
Yeah, this is Hartley. I will share the link.
Fucking robot.
I'm
Why?
gonna share the link, but I'm not sure why
What?
she's a robot. She always does little creatures and characters like for each
Yeah,
person that she's clipping. She's done that for years. I
it
started
has
watching her clips
breastplates.
with Summer Wells, and like her characters would always be little animals, or I don't know. I'm not sure why it's that, but it
Wasn't
is.
Britney originally like a bear of some sort?
Oh, maybe some kind of animal like that, or a cow or something. I think so. No, no, I'm not saying that. I'm saying listen, no, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that they did that.
I know. It was just the way you said
Okay,
it.
here we go. But I'm really serious. I think it was something like that, like something like like towards her, like
Got
the
it.
meaning. Okay, here we go.
And my man, any kind of trouble. And because I'm gonna tell you right now,
You're lying?
yeah, I'm smarter than you realize, and I would never fucking choose I would never choose a grain of garbage over a piece of gold. So nice try, but yeah, I will address that
That little fault.
because he's not going to go around telling people that I said that shit, and I've never ever said that.
So is everybody circulating this picture now?
I'm sure they see. I mean, everybody's calling him Randall.
Are they showing it?
Yeah, and calling him Randall. That's the part right there that I'm the petty me. Just
I said it several times, and I'll say it again. You're a limp dick liberal.
Oh,
all right, I'll be back. I'm coming in.
Believe you were ever a Marine.
I'm coming back under.
Show us any evidence that you were a fucking Marine. Anything.
All right, I'm coming under.
I accuse you of stolen valor. I think somebody needs to prosecute you. That's a felony.
Oh, all right, I'll be back in just a second.
oh, that's
in on my
tea, babe.
So there you go. She did. Ooh,
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
oh.
Gross, dude. You know how that felt when it was aimed at Craig. See, I don't get down with that, an eye for an eye, and I know a lot of people do. But for me, especially with this kind of shit, like you don't stoop to their level just because somebody's a piece of shit towards you. That doesn't mean you should be a piece of shit back. And I don't know. I'm not saying he has been. He didn't. He's not the one who did it. Anyways, with Craig, right? But I'm just saying, no matter what the situation is, like you had something done to you you didn't like, and now you're just, ooh, even though it's different, right? Don't get me wrong, I understand that, but I thought this was disgusting. I cannot believe somebody, and I do believe Craig has been in the service. I don't have any reason not to. Why would you? I don't know. I just don't like it. I think it's gross.
Because Randall, she's saying, Bushit, that Sinner
Offer
looks like
recess.
Randall from Recess. That's also a dangerous road, Brittany, for you to be going down. Okay? I don't think someone that's shaped like the motherfucking Kool-Aid man should be remarking on other people's looks. Okay. And I've not said anything, and I've sat back and I've watched, and I've actually felt bad for you a few times. Right. But then you open up your mouth and you talk mad cash shit. And then you expect everybody not to say anything. And I'm not talking about the size you are because you're with child. Let's be real. You were shaped like the motherfucking Kool-Aid man before you got knocked up. Okay. Let's not play. All right. But if you don't want other people commenting on how you look, maybe you should fucking shut that thin-lipped mouth of yours and stop talking about how other people look. How about you do that? I'm tired of that, man. It's a two-way street. You sit over there way too much and cry and play like you're the victim. You throw the rock and hide your hand, and then you're shocked when somebody throws a rock back.
True. That's the truth.
We need a gong.
Please. Oh, yeah.
I got you. I have to do it twice.
That was the lowest gong ever.
Wait, okay.
It's wrong. And I went a little, maybe I shouldn't have gone so hard. I don't regret what I said, and I'm not sorry. I meant every fucking
No regrets.
out of my no regrets. Maybe I did go a little hard at her, but I've listened to her talk shit on Sinner. She's called him Randall. She said he's built like a grain of rice. He's got
Grain of rice.
Yeah, she just said it. Built, Craig over here calling him limp dick and all that other stuff.
Yeah. True. That is true.
You know?
I'm sorry, but when you dish it out nonstop, what do you expect? And like, yeah, throwing a rock and hiding your hands is exactly what she does, or have somebody else throw it for you and stand
Exactly.
behind them.
Exactly. Stand behind them clapping like a motherfucking seal. Stop doing that, because let me tell you, that's exactly what you sound like. You sound like a seal. You also sound like Rasputia. Hercules, Hercules. That's what you sound like when you clap. Stop it.
Not Norbit.
That's what you sound like.
I love that movie.
Let me try this gong.
Yeah, that's the right gong. That's the gong for Mortal Kombat.
There we go.
Yeah, that's the gong for Mortal. Yeah, let me finish, Brittany. Fine.
Is it this? Those
Not
claps?
You know, it isn't. I was gonna say it's not Norbit. What is it?
It's from It's from
The Nutty Professor.
The Nutty Professor, but I can't remember what his mom's name was.
But is it Rasputia? Isn't Rasputia from Norbit?
Norbit, yeah, but she's not the one who says Hercules. It's Eddie Murphy, as he's playing his own mom at the dinner table, and you know his little brother, and she's Hercules, Hercules, Hercules.
Yes.
That's how you sound when you clap.
Yeah.
That's how you sound when you clap. You sound like I'm 1 out of 5.
It's such a good movie. Both of them are.
Maisie Renee, I'm going to say this about Sinner, okay? And Britney together. Sinner has not changed one iota, okay? The difference is now he's going at Britney. And I do recall a panel where Britney, Craig, Sinner, and Sinner was going completely off on Queen. And Britney was laughing and wheezing like it was her full-time job. It was fucking hilarious then. But now all of a sudden, the worm has turned, and now she's on the receiving end, and it doesn't feel so good.
True.
But he hasn't changed. He hasn't changed. He says he's always said those things. He said them first. He started with Queen. He said it about Joneson. He's saying it about Britney now.
Yep, true.
I mean, and I could say this. Britney's offended by being called a cunt when her man is calling other women fucking cum dumpsters.
Yeah,
I mean,
seriously.
in some countries, cunt is only offensive in the United States. In other countries, it's not offensive like it is here. Okay. But I can guarantee you a cum dumpster is fucking globally offensive.
Yeah.
I was called a cunt twice on this platform. First by Voices on Natasha Cooper's. That was the first time. And then Save Robbie. I don't know why I'm sharing this. I'm getting tired, I think.
Are you?
I feel like, hey, call me a cunt and I'll wear it proudly. I don't really care.
I told her because I didn't want to grow up to be like her, and she called me a cunt. That was a good old day, though, back when the drama was like still.
Back when the drama was just kept to the platform.
Yeah.
For
the most part. But let me ask you guys, if you accuse someone of stolen valor, like that's a huge deal, right?
Right.
I thought so. And I was telling Melissa, like, especially I think with older generations, even more so, like that's a huge thing. And it's defamation for sure, per se. That's a crime.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure stolen valor is a big crime.
Mm-hmm.
It's just,
yes,
I don't know.
Gobbler is also, another word that we, I mean, look, Craig has said some foul, fucked up shit too, and about women. So, I mean, I feel like that's the big fat pot calling the big fat kettle black. Frankly,
Yeah.
I mean, you get all up in arms because, oh my God, he called me a cunt. Your man just sat there and has called women all manner of shit, and you don't stop him. In fact, and I need for you to hear me and hear me good, Brittany. Nobody is turning up the volume. Okay. You just don't know how to set your mic settings so we can hear the background. It's like Craig is sitting right motherfucking next to you. Nobody has to adjust shit. The only time it's a little hard, and it's not a volume issue, it's a fucking, I'm just going to say it, a slurring issue. You know, when he be into the cups too much at the end of the night, and it's kind of hard to make out what he's saying because he's slurring. It's about pronunciation and enunciation that's hard, not the volume. Okay. You
Hell,
idiot.
that's the most entertaining shit you get over. Like for me, if I was gonna listen, I'm hoping that because God, I can't do the 50,000 hold-ons, and I mean, I just again, people are listening. Like I don't know. I think something's way off with your perception. If you get on here and you say, hold on 50,000 times, you never finish a sentence, you don't even finish reading the super chats that are given to you, you read people's comments and don't even acknowledge like truly what they say, like slow down and take a minute, use your fucking brain. Like, I don't know. I just, it all
Or
so
she'll
fucking
read
chaotic.
the first 3 words of a super chat 27 times. Wait a
Yeah.
minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me see. But there ain't nothing to see. Sound it out. Fuck. I think they got things that'll even read it out for you. So you don't even have to look, lazy ass. I'm over it.
TTS,
Man.
that's what they do. And by the way, if you guys didn't know, I'm on a show called Lil Cal Wild, and it's at 6:00 in the evenings, and you guys should come check it out. And it's linked on the community tab, but that's what they do over in that community, the TTS. Like,
What
so
does it stand
people
for?
text to speech.
Oh,
Yeah. And it reads out the super chats, and it's like a way to let the community be involved in the lives, because they get so many, like especially on the big lives, you know what I mean? People get to be, but anyway, I don't know, you guys, I'm getting tired too, but I'm so glad that y'all both came up and I got to laugh a little bit with you guys, and just I don't know what to do here. Like the only time
There's nothing to do. Look, there's nothing to do, Allie. All we can do is fucking chuckle at it every once in a while. That's it. Find the humor in it and chuckle, because nothing is going to change.
Yeah, that's all you can do. You're right. But like, I don't know what else I'll cover when I find something for this channel. I'll go live on it, or just whatever to shoot the shit and just to laugh at the dumb shit, because there's nothing, I don't know. It's like your brain starts to hurt after even thinking about it too long.
You'll find something that sparks your attention, and you'll find something again that, whether it be true crime
I do.
or something else that you
Where'd
feel
Melissa go?
passionate. She said, "Love you, bye."
Oh,
she said,
love
"I'm
you,
out."
bye.
She said,
Yeah,
"Fuck this
no,
shit
I
now."
do, Bendy. Like, I don't even hardly see this shit. I don't see it till after. But
Yeah.
I mean, for this channel,
Oh,
like I
for
have
this
plenty of stuff
channel.
I'm doing. Yeah.
Well, I mean, remember we
Shit.
talked about we were going to do a thing where we talk about like shows people should watch. Like, we'll take the risk, we'll watch it on the Netflix, the Hulus, the Peacocks and stuff, so they don't have to. You know, stuff. We could do stuff like that.
Yeah.
We could do a comedy night with Nicole wants us to do
that'd be
comedy
fun.
night with us 3 once a week.
Ooh, we should do that. That would be fun, because I love laughing with you guys, and I missed it. Like I said, I've like got other shit I'm doing, and I love I love the LCU. Like,
Yes,
I'm all,
and you're doing
and
so good over there. I'm so proud of you. Even if I don't pop in, even if I don't speak, I'm always there. I watch you. I'm there. I'm supporting
Thank you, Bendy.
I'm supporting
Well, I mean, it's just nice to have a place to be away from here. It's a new show, and I can't really, I'm not going to talk about it, because you're not, you can have your own channels and stuff, but you're not supposed to talk about what you talk about over there. So just to
like
say
Fight
that,
Club.
yeah. Well, a lot of people have had no platform. Go over there. Keemstar puts them on, they eventually get on a show after a couple months, and then they leave and try to grow a platform bashing Keemstar or the LCU or different stuff. So and even before that, he just didn't want you to do the same content on your own channel that you're doing there. You know what I mean?
Right. That makes sense.
But I do really I still am interested in true crime, and I'm following some things here and there, but it was just getting too depressing for me and too stressful. And then, like, when you really see the dark side of it, the inside, like the dark side of the news and how things go
Mhm.
out and how, yeah, it's
How it
just,
gets twisted and manipulated, and
yeah.
yeah, it's hard. It's hard.
So, yeah. So I'm happy to have found another place I like to hang out, but also I like
Yeah.
you guys. So, like, I like to be here too sometimes, and hopefully something else will come along that we'll want
Yeah.
to talk about. And yeah.
Totally, totally. And if I was like harsh to anybody tonight, I don't care if I was harsh to BJ. You bet you asked for that shit. And I don't want to hear no crying. I want to hear thank you, because you wanted to be a victim. Now you are. Okay. You're welcome. The only thing you can say to me is thank you. But to anybody in the chat, it's hard for me to have, like, I get frustrated with what I see to be a never-ending cycle of nonsensical bullshit. And
know.
at one time, and I don't hate Britney. Okay. I want to make that very clear. I don't actually, at this point, I feel nothing towards her, which I think is actually worse than hate. I feel nothing.
Yeah.
But when it feels like there's accusations and she's saying, okay, I want to clear this up. This is not true. And I go over there and I want to hear, her explanation, and all I get is the motherfucking flim flam. It's really hard for me to have, because I've extended patience with Britney for so many years. A lot of people don't know this, but I would invite Britney on my channel, and she would invite me to hers. And let me tell you, I would show up to Britney's channel on time, early, and I would stay for her whole stream, and I would interact with her chat. I would interact with her panel. I gave her 100%.
Yes.
When Britney would come to my panel and my channel, the same could not be said.
True.
And even though it irritated me, so I did what I could control. When I felt like going up on her panel, I'd go up on her panel.
Yeah.
And I didn't hold it against her, because I know some of the buffering and all the things that she does are innately part of her personality. That, like, dingbat, oh, I forgot what I was doing kind of thing that she does. That is part of her personality. And I've been real, like, patient with her, and I extended her grace at a time when I now know she was actively talking shit about me.
Yeah.
And that's fucked up.
It is fucked up.
So
was that when Shay was there?
I don't
Yes,
remember.
and some
Yeah.
after, I think.
Yeah. And now at this point, I got nothing for her. That's it. I got nothing for her. But the absolute, all I have for her is hilariously accurate motherfucking observations.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And they are hilarious. But no, I'm right there with you. It's different. Like, it's just different when you've been up close. Like, it's just a different experience.
Yeah.
It's one way. Her friendships and relationships and all that kind of stuff is one way.
One way. It's all about what you can do for her. And that's why when I see people who come across as decent people, who are looking out for her, who have her best interest at heart, and are actually giving her good advice, and she treats them like they're nothing, and that she doesn't actually care if they leave. Here's one thing to not discuss it, because you don't want to cry in front of God and everybody. Okay. But that's not what she does. She does discuss it. And then she's like, then she's dismissive. That's different. Because I've had people that I was friends with that I'm no longer friends with, like, not since I've been on YouTube, but just like in my life. And I don't talk about it because it does bother me. It hurts I don't show that part of myself. You're not going to get me to fucking cry in front of God and everybody. I was raised in a generation where you save your teardrops for your pillow. You cry alone. You never, ever do it on the playground. Ever. And I keep that stuff private. It doesn't mean it didn't bother me, but she doesn't do that. She goes on and she talks shit and then is dismissive of anything that they contributed to her.
Yeah.
It was all for nothing, and they were just a big fat waste of time.
That's why I feel so bad when the mods leave, and I know that and especially when it's people have helped her so much. And I get some people are like, it's grown-ups, I don't care, they choose to give their money. For me, I do. I think that people are newer to these kind of social media platforms and groups and stuff. And yeah, so.
And she's hurt a lot of really good people. Like she's hurt Allie. She's hurt Melissa. She's hurt Wolfie. Those are people that I know. Those are people that I am close to. And and the way that she speaks about Allie, the way that she speaks about Melissa, and in particular, the way she speaks about Wolfie is disgusting, and it's wrong, and it's very frustrating. She acts like these people are obsessed with you. No, ma'am. I've seen, and so have you. So stop playing with these people. I've seen Wolfie defend you when things were done to you that were wrong. Wolfie defended you. So did Melissa. So did Allie, and so did I.
And we still will, and would. You know what I mean?
I still would. Wrong is wrong, no matter, even if it is you, BJ. Wrong is still wrong. And let me say this: you be doing wrong shit, BJ. You do. You do people dirty, and you're old enough now that, for the love of fucking Pete, look inward. If you're constantly in a room full of assholes, chances are, bitch, you're the asshole.
Yeah.
All right, I'm off my
Absolutely.
soapbox.
No, it's true though. When oh my God, there's nothing more frustrating. I've seen it with other people when it's person after person after person. Look in the mirror. But
right, it's egregious.
Grandma Sherry says, I'll join membership when I get my disability. Hey, now I'm not.
Nobody do that
here. Don't ever do that. Yeah, but I know you're joking. But also, some people really do that, and they will comment that, and it's sad. And
or they'll apologize.
Yes, I'm sorry. I can't
rejoin yet. Yeah. Don't. Yeah.
Don't do it. Yeah, I'm with you. All right, that's enough Britney talk for me for today.
Fuck her. Fuck that puta.
Thank you guys for being here.
Also, it's puta. There's no N. Punta is point. Puta is bitch or whore. Okay? There's no N in it. It's just puta. Jesus Christ. Otherwise, you're just calling her a point or a period. Is that what you're wanting to call her? Just helping you out, bruh.
Dude, yeah. All right, Bendy. I'm so glad you came up. And you guys, if you're following the trial, go listen to Jen. It doesn't matter to me if there's 1 million people streaming or just a couple. Like, I think you're always the valuable one to listen to because you're knowledgeable. You know a lot about what you're talking about. And that matters because there are so many fucking people who do not.
I swear to God, though, a couple of times after listening to Miss Lewis and Miss Nestor, I'm not even going to lie. The chat will tell you I caught the motherfucking dumps. Like, I just could not get it together. Like, my brain was like, what the fuck did we just ingest? Like, it was utter nonsense. And my brain was like, now we're going to buffer and all of our files are going to be corrupted because of this shit.
Yeah. Well, when are you on No Safe Takes? Nicole, will you drop that link? Nunya has started a new channel. You guys, in a couple, Bendy will be on there. There's all kinds of different hosts and different topics, and it's unrelated to this stuff. So if you are looking for a way to get out of like the cycle of kind of watching the drama and shit that goes on here, especially since it seems to really, it's not different dramas. That's what I miss. I miss when it was like different people. Like this week it was these two, next week it was these two, and not just the same. But please go over and thank you, Nicole, and check out that when Bendy's over there, Grandma Sherry and Melissa. That'll be fun, Jen.
Oh yeah, it will be. I have not been on a panel with Grandma Sherry, but I really do like Grandma Sherry. I've been in many chats with her. I've heard her on panels. She's a very sweet lady. And Melissa and I, we go way back. So
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a fantastic panel. So
Me too.
yeah.
And Grandma
Tuesday.
Sherry, you'll love her. She's very easy to talk to, very smart, and
Oh yeah,
you know,
I've seen her.
she
She's
like
very smart.
and she likes a lot of the same shit, and she's knowledgeable too. So I can't wait to see. I just can't wait. It'll be fun.
I think
All
it'll be
right.
a good conversation, no matter what we talk about. But thanks
Me
for
too.
having me, babe.
Thank you for coming up. I've missed you so
You're
much,
welcome.
and
I missed
yeah,
you
I'm
too.
always happy when I get to talk to you.
Well, I'm happy when I get to talk to you too. I'm sorry every time we talk together, it's just me fucking screaming about
No, it's not.
doing voices like Jimmy Neutron's teacher.
Dude, do not ever fucking apologize for that. Those are the best voices ever. Seriously. And I love it. But also, I just talked to you on the phone like a week ago or something, and it wasn't anything about like this. So
No, it wasn't.
No
It wasn't.
apologies.
All right.
All right.
Love you.
I love you, Bendy. I love you.
too.
Have a good night.
You
Thank
too.
you guys for being here. I'm just going to end it. I hope you guys have a good night. And please go
night.
check out Melissa's channel, Jen's channel, No Safe Takes. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Bye. I'll drop those links to other ones as we end. Bye.